Welcome back, learners. Today, we are opening up a genuinely fascinating blueprint. We're looking at a hypothetical prompt that's been engineered from the ground up with one distinct, laser-focused goal. And that is to manufacture a colossal digital hit for young kids. We're going to break down exactly how this text attempts to generate viral success, literally step by step, and examine the underlying mechanics that make it so incredibly potent.
Right out of the gate, we need to establish the stakes here. 1 million. That is the explicit, ambitious goal of the source material we're analyzing today, scripting out a 3 to 5 minute animated sequence capable of capturing 1 million views in the year 2026. Because, this isn't just about throwing some cute animals into a cartoon and crossing your fingers. It is all about deliberate optimization. It requires understanding exactly what captures and absolutely what keeps a young viewer's fleeting attention in a hyper-saturated digital landscape.
Okay, let's dive into this working title straight from the source text, The Magical Rainbow Baby Shark Adventure. It is wild how it instantly combines highly recognizable proven search terms. You've got magical, rainbow, baby shark, and adventure. Honestly, it's less of a traditional story title and more like a masterclass in algorithm optimization for children's entertainment. It packs in every heavy-hitting, colorful keyword right from the start, before the content even begins, pretty much ensuring it gets surfaced by search engines and recommendation systems.
Let's look at the structure. This timeline maps out the explicit 6-scene progression laid out in our source text. It shows exactly how the blueprint advances from a comfortable, totally familiar starting point, a sunny beach, all the way to a highly stimulating climax involving a magical treasure chest. It's a highly deliberate roadmap, built around pattern interrupts, ensuring the visual momentum moves at a really fast clip so a toddler's fleeting attention literally never has a chance to drift.
Let's start with Act 1, Sunny Beach Beginnings.
The absolutely crucial point of this opening scene is that you don't start a blueprint like this with pure chaos. You have to establish a comfortable baseline first. The prompt specifically requests a bright, sunny beach, baby sharks singing and dancing, colorful fish jumping out of the water, and cheerful music playing. It's super rich with active, joyful sensory details, designed for immediate engagement. It makes sure the viewer feels safe and doesn't click away in those vital first 5 seconds, establishing a trusted environment before introducing the wilder elements.
But, a peaceful beach just isn't enough to hold attention for long. The transition from Scene 1 to Scene 2 is where the plot really kicks into gear. We contrast that initial, peaceful setting with the inciting incident. In Scene 2, a magical rainbow appears in the sky and Baby Shark discovers a glowing treasure map. And where does this map point? Straight toward a hidden candy island. It instantly provides a compelling, vibrant reason for the characters and the viewer to stay fully invested in the journey.
Which brings us to Act 2, Sweet Magical Friends.
To sustain viewer retention, a blueprint absolutely must introduce a rotation of novel elements. You can't just rely on that initial hook forever. Here, in Scene 3, a funny monkey joins the adventure singing, "Clap your hands, stomp your feet. Adventure makes our day complete." Think about why this matters. This is no longer just passive viewing. The script attempts to cement their attention by demanding physical, interactive engagement right when their focus might otherwise wane, pulling their entire body into the viewing experience.
Then, in Scene 4, we hit an environment designed for absolute sensory overload. A friendly elephant dancing through a candy forest. Look at what the source text explicitly lists out: giant lollipops, cupcakes, and chocolate rivers. We have moved far, far beyond a simple sunny beach and into a total fantasy world of sweet treats. It is literal, visual sugar meant to trigger an algorithmic dopamine response, significantly escalating the stakes to keep those young eyes totally glued to the screen.
And this brilliantly illustrates our move into Act 3, the Golden Treasure.
So having built up this diverse cast of characters and navigated the crazy candy setting, the prompt now escalates the visual magic to cash in on the promise of that original treasure map. Scene 5 acts as a highly transitional sequence, a literal magical bridge to the climax. Step 1, a sparkling unicorn appears. Step 2, the unicorn helps the friends cross a rainbow bridge. Step 3, twinkling stars and magical butterflies fly all around them. The script is just pulling out all the stops here to signify that the grand finale is imminent.
Finally, Scene 6 brings the climax. The friends find the golden treasure chest, but look really closely at what's actually inside. When it's opened, it doesn't hold traditional gold coins, which, let's be honest, mean absolutely nothing to a toddler. Instead, it releases colorful balloons, music notes, and dancing animals. It is a massive burst of dynamic visual and auditory rewards. For a young viewer, a spontaneous party erupting from a box is infinitely more satisfying and stimulating than inanimate pieces of gold.
Wrapping it all up, we have the grand musical finale.
Now, you might wonder why a short animation needs a big, dedicated ending song. Well, here are the exact lyrics provided in the source text. Rainbow friends, come and play. Laugh and sing all day today. Dance together, shout hooray. Fun and magic every day. This structured conclusion is the ultimate hook. It acts as an emotional resolution, and more importantly for that 1 million view goal we talked about, it actively encourages replayability. It leaves the viewer on a high note, feeling like part of the group and entirely ready to click replay and start that whole dopamine loop all over again.
So, we've deconstructed the whole blueprint. We've seen the highly optimized title, the carefully escalating scenes, the physical engagement requests, and that sensory overload climax, which leaves us with a really critical question to ponder. Is this hyper-stimulating, carefully structured recipe of rainbows and candy islands truly the definitive future of children's entertainment, or just one snapshot of a constantly evolving digital landscape? Thanks for exploring this fascinating explainer with me today, and as always, keep questioning the blueprints behind the media we consume.